Hello everyone, welcome on board for today's exercise. All my videos are about piloting skills, and yeah, it's about not using any automatics as much as possible and try and fly some instrument approach departures with no autopilot, no flight director, no autothrottle, and no use of the CDU. So we are on the 737-800 in Chengdu, China. I'm here for a reason. I had to do this the other day in real life. There was no SID on the database, and the first officer panicked. Oh my God, what are we going to do? What are we going to do now? And I told him, well, what's the problem? No sweat. Here is what we're going to do. We're going to search for raw data departure. We're going to flight raw data, which is what we end up doing after having requested specifically to clearance delivery. This particular departure, clearance delivery, of course, was also shocked. Unusual request. All right, so the first thing that comes to my attention is that initially we have to progress on 0 to 5 heading up to 2.6 miles India Tango Victor, which is an ILS not from the runway where we are. So we have to select 111.3. So that's the first thing I want. 111.3. Let's see if these navgates are into. Yeah, we got it. Perfect. You can see it. You can see it here. 111.3, and we got the DME. The next I want is the Zulu Golf Alpha. So Zulu Golf Alpha is going to be active on nav 2, 115.2. Sorry, 115.2, and the course has to be 040. Then I'll tell you something about it. So I want basically, where are they? I want the bearing pointer. So we're going that way, and VR2, VR1, I don't want it. So VR1 is off. VR2, and then standby on nav 1. I want Zulu Yankee Golf 112.1. Standby, and the course has to be 185. Let's see if I can go faster this way. Up, 185, and we're ready for departure. So RTO, flaps 5, speeds, I invented some in there. Okay, so what we're gonna do, let's see what we're gonna do exactly. So we proceed on 0 to 5 heading up to 2.6 miles India Tango Victor. I prefer track, to be honest, but whatever. And then we intercept the 040 course inbound until 2,470 feet. I'll tell you something about this. With this kind of aircraft performance, let me go center. EFIS mode nav frequency disagree. Why? Okay. No, I want that one. I want VOR. I don't care if they disagree. Okay, so with this aircraft performance, we get to this altitude before having a chance to intercept this radial. So I'm gonna keep a very low rate of climb, 1,000 feet a minute, so to get a chance to fly it as published. Otherwise, by the time you get to 2.6 miles, you already have that altitude, and you have to already turn right on this track, because that's what you have to do. 2.6 miles on this 0 to 5 track, intercept 040 until 2,470, then turn right, track 135. Again, I like track and not headings, even though I believe they meant heading here, up until intercepting the 185 course inbound, Zulu in Yankee Golf, and then we'll leave that on the 230 all the way to Leuven, and that will be 49 miles. All right, straightforward. Okay, we can keep this on the side for reference if you want. It shouldn't be obstructing. All we need is this PFD and ND, so we can keep it there. How about that? Huh? Okay, so we have VOR2, so this is going to track Zulu Golf Alpha, and then when we are into 135, we're gonna disable VR2, enable VR1, and flip the frequencies, and that's all. That's all we have to do. I hope it's clear. So we're gonna hand fly, no flight director, no autopilot, no autothrottle, and the parking brake is released. Where is parking brake in this aircraft? There. Boom. Okay, trim. Let's see. I'm gonna put like 5 units. Secondary engine page continues, seat belts, everything else, packs on. I can do a recall, everything is fine. What else do we need? Barrow. Oh, let's see the airdrome elevation. Airport. Taxi. Airdrome elevation. 1452. So 1460, that's fine. It was supposed to be overcast. Okay, well, whatever. It's at night. We don't see anything outside anyway. Okay, so the heading selector. I usually in real life you put runway heading, but I don't want runway heading. I want 025 because I need that to be a reminder of what I need to fly. So I use, as you can see, I use the feature of the aircraft to my advantage and not as everybody else does and just by SOP without thinking, oh, it has to be QFU, which is runway heading. No. It's much more useful to me to set the 025, which is going to be what I have to fly. What I'm maybe that's the runway heading. I don't care. I totally don't care what that is. It's written 025. I put 025. I use this not as a runway heading selector, but as a reminder of what I need to fly right after departure. So parking brake is released. Set the proper view. Of course, lights. I don't think I need that light over there. I can put it a bit darker. So engine. Okay, there is something I have to do before. All right. So sorry, I had to set the 737 controls. All right. Okay, that's flaps 5. Let's wait for flaps 5 to be set. Trim is set. Parking brake is released. Stand them up. Stabilized. Setting a takeoff power to have roughly 30 to 40 knots on the trend vector once the airspeed is alive. Checked. Good trend vector.
80 knots.
Checked. Gear up. And now we're just gonna kill the trend vector until we are 1,000 feet, at which I'll accelerate. We keep 0 to 5 until 2.6 miles from India Tango India Foxtrot Mike. Okay, that's 1,000 feet. We can go climb power, pitch down to accelerate. 1 mile to go. .4, 2.5, turn right, intercept 040. So, as a reference, 040. So we're going flaps 1. Flaps up. I will accelerate until 250. That's a radial 040 pretty much. Within a couple of degrees, so we can say we are established on the 040 inbound. It's not the radial, it's a course. So right 135. .135. .250. We need to go 12.1. VR1, VR2 off. In the meantime, after we are on 135, landing gear, and what else? Oh yeah, off. So speed is good, track is perfect. We need to intercept this radial. Flying to this VOR. Zulu Yankee Golf 185. We are pretty much here. Here comes the radial. Coming up to 10,000 feet, we're going to accelerate to 320 knots. Watch for the radial. Once the aircraft is nice and stable, we can spare a moment, taking the landing light off, turn off light, taxi light, and seatbelts. Yeah, everything is fine. $60 miles to the VOR. Let's fine-tune this course. Maybe 320 is much for climb, so I'm gonna stop at 300. Radial is good. That's it. Ten miles to go. We'll then exit 230. 230. Auto brake back to off. Two miles. At 2 miles, I stopped chasing the needle. Okay, time to turn. 230. We're approaching transition altitude. I'm using the American standard. And where is it? Standard. standard. That's it. The radial is coming in. Okay, we're officially in the radial. Radial 230 outbound. 1000 to level off. I'm gonna lower my rate of climb to 1000 feet a minute. Okay. Okay, so 300 knots, 20,000 feet, establish outbound. And basically hands off. At this point I would check the fuel, and I would consider the SID over. Obviously it's not really over until we are at the last point that comes at, I believe, at 49 miles. 49 miles, you can see it right here. Leuven, but I don't want to wait until we are there. I consider now the SID over because there is no challenge from now on. And next we can do the IRS for the same runway. I will see you later.